Hello, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to dive right in here. We're going to be looking into your next 3 months money, career, and success story. Let's see what's coming your way. If you're enjoying these readings, by the way, go ahead, hit subscribe, join the Beautiful Soul community. Subscription is totally free, and you can unsubscribe anytime you want. I see there's a chunk of money falling out of your cup to your home, your heart space. So this can be something that you really want to have in your life. It seems like here you're working. If you're not working on this right now, you're going to start to work on that. Working doesn't mean it starts in mental mind. It doesn't mean working physically. But what happens is when you start mentally working on something, the inspiration to take the right action follows after it. Okay, I see here this is coming forward. This requires maybe some action taking at the end of the day, but it is going to fall onto your lap. Basically, mentally, when you're ready, it's going to fall into your lap. What I see here is, okay, we have a storm coming up here, but the storm is not really something destructive. It is something constructive and also instructive in the sense of this is going to teach you a lot of things because it's pointing out a lot of arrows. Maybe you're this is the first month period here. Maybe you are blindly going into something that you don't really know how to execute and operate in that space. I see energies of people showing up here. In that space, you might actually learn a lot of information to expand or create this vision you have in the future. I see there's a person with a hat standing here. The hat can symbolize, okay, let me zoom in to see. This is the part of the hat right there. You see a little triangle shaped hat. There's they have like a crystal ball in their hand. We have another person here with like this square hat shape, the hair shape, sitting down in front of each other. This can be two people who has knowledge, experience about the situation, and there may be, for some of you, this can be gatekeepers, maybe keeping the gate, not allowing you in. But it seems like either way, the lightning might struck on them as well, so they might have to get out of your way. And also, for some of you, this can be mentors, okay? If you're stepping into a new field that you are figuring out, this can be mentors sitting on the pathway. And maybe when you pass through them, you're going to unlock some doors. Passing through them can be symbolizing getting their approval, or these can be people who has been there, done that. Maybe they left their legacy behind. They don't really exist on this planet Earth anymore. You might have to tap into the information that they left behind, and that can help you get through the storm faster. You see, it's actually coming down. It's calming down when it comes to the 3rd month period here. So I see another thing. It looks like a letter M shape. This is also forming kind of like a heart shape. I see M and S. This can mean someone's first name or the last name. There are two people wrapped in different bubbles here. And there's a bouquet of flower in between. This kind of looks like a trophy to me as well. So inside the storm, you might be finding someone who is actually a good partner for you. This can be someone maybe who is going to help you with this endeavor. This can be a business idea. This can be like a money idea, or this can be someone that you're meeting in an environment that you're expanding both of your careers together, forming partnership and growing together with this person. But you're both in your own bubbles at this moment. I see a letter R and kind of like a D, Derek maybe, came in their first name or the last name. And all you need to do is just maybe knock on their door and they're ready to form this partnership with you. Okay, there's a trophy in between you guys. There's a bouquet of flower. So if there has been some misunderstandings, there's going to be peace coming for you. You're going to make peace with this person. You're going to clarify situations with them. And maybe even go through the storm together. And I see the trunk of an elephant here along the way while you are going through this one. You might even find a resource of growth because elephant's energy indicates long-term financial security, success, creating a legacy and planting your seeds carefully. And that's actually growing and maybe even affecting generations in the future. In the storm, when it's calming down within the 2nd month timeline, I see there's a person here. I was going to say perfect storm. Okay. And there's a person here, looks like a masculine figure with a straight head and maybe with a big nose. The nose is not pointy, so usually I interpret the pointy nose as like Caesars because they all had this kind of pointy long nose. But this one has like a smaller one. So their nose is not inside everybody else's business. Or another thing here, meaning maybe they are not a leader type, okay? But the big nose can symbolize maybe they have a lot of opinion. And that's maybe causing you to step away. I see a woman offering this person something. She has a cup in her hand. This can be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a feminine woman. She is actually protecting, loving, motherly personality. So this can be the challenge in front of you. And it seems like to me, you can take this woman as an example to approach things with a positive point of view and thinking that like everybody has their own story at the end of the day. Even though they use their tools in a negative way, this person might be trying to get a positive outcome for themselves because we're not really taught when we're growing up in this structure at this moment to think of ourselves initially, okay? Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes people, if they're not taught how to think for themselves and plus the humanity, they can go rogue. And this person might be someone who actually went that way. But it seems like there's peace coming forward. This can be someone, maybe you had even a partnership that the deals didn't work out. They didn't really appreciate your work, or they didn't really give you your part of what you deserve. But it seems like, or maybe if you're trying to break apart some things, and this can be someone that you're worked with in the past, maybe expecting to receive a compensation. Seems like here, more peaceful approach this time for this timeline can work better when you approach the things in a way that, okay, there's always a solution. We can resolve that. Okay, let's take it easy. We can figure it out. Type of energy is going to bring the legal paper you see behind you here with a W on there. W symbolizes a win here. You're going to find that middle ground and you're going to get that approval. Maybe even this is a contract to be signed. That can be signed. This can be for some of you because I felt the energy. The thought came in. I feel like this is someone that you need to hear. If you have like a home that you're renting out, this can be a tenant that you're dealing with. It can be vice versa. Maybe you want to stay somewhere or you want to move out somewhere. For some of you, this can be a housing situation. Seems like it's going to be eventually resolving peacefully. I see phone lines forming here. There's an eel. You see the head of the eel here. Eels are a sea creature. So sea creatures also can be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that has that doesn't really have anything, like those big-headed eels. They don't have anything to hold on to, okay, with the slimy or someone that gets out of the situation easily. So I feel like this eel in your situation is someone who knows how to get out of this situation, this kind of a thing smoothly, take care of it smoothly, and they're going to be on your side. There's even angel here. I see a letter A. This kind of looks like the angel wings. A can be their first name or the last name. This can be an earth angel. I see a star right here, maybe an Aquarius person who is going to help you with another wish fulfillment after you get out of this kind of thing, after you handle that. Finally, I see a big crowd forming for you within the 3rd month period. There's a number 7 and sword behind it. Number 7 symbolizes knowledge, and when the sword is behind it, it's a new idea, a new knowledge, a new perspective coming to you and changing your mind about certain crowd maybe, or certain things. Can be about money, changing your mind about how to invest certain things, which there's a sunshine over it. Okay, the sun is shining. I kind of see here an old shark. The shark can be a good investor because it's a positive, it's the lighter color like that. When I say the Shark Tank, the story that I remember is, this is a very happy story, that's why. There's a sponge called Scrub Daddy, and there was a shark in there, this lady, and she was considered as a shark, but she actually made amazing offer to this person. So there can be some sharks that are actually thinking for the highest good of all, for the society, humanity. And it seems like here that kind of, maybe if you're looking for a good shark with the number 7 as the knowledge is important here. Expressing yourself, covering your back, the legal papers, being intact with the sword will help you find that person, okay? Let's dive into your saucer. Now, if you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind and let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. I see a masculine figure here. Their hair, this one maybe someone with a white hair. I feel that energy. Their hair is flowing in the wind. For some of you, this can be even a vacation or maybe taking a vacation from a certain situation at the end of the day. I see there are 2 tears of joy coming forward. With the first flip, we have some good news, a crowd coming together. This can be also support coming to you. And then the second flip, there are 2 different things come to you. This can be your heart's desire actually becoming your reality. Another thing I see here, your energy field is intact. Within the beginning of the second month, you might be really allowing certain things to come in. Usually, maybe you don't really allow these kind of things to happen. But you're going to open yourself to certain things. And that, as soon as I said that, there's a second tears of joy and a third one coming forward. So maybe being open to creative possibilities of the universe is going to bring you tears of joys and new pathways, new doorways, or making the things you desire happen in different ways, guys. Another thing I would like to show you, there's a person here holding up a baby. This is like kind of like the baby they're wrapped in, that kind of wraps here. The baby is the new beginning, and this is something that you're showing off, lifting up, being proud of. It seems like here you might have the inspiration, but you're not pursuing it because you might be hesitant of it. But it seems like when you embrace it, when you accept it as it is, you're going to be able to show it to others and maybe get some feedback, positive feedback, maybe even negative feedback, so you can switch things around, okay? So this can be like showing off, doesn't have to be like putting an ad on a biggest platform. It doesn't mean that. It means that maybe getting the ideas of the people who you trust, their opinion. Okay? Let's get to your tarot now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind and let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. We're going to start by looking into your current situation and we're going to move on from that. We have the sun. Oh my goodness. I love this energy. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So inspiration is the key here. And that inspiration is going to make you an inspiring success. And so if you're thinking the negative things, focusing on the negative things at this moment, the sun card is suggesting that it's time to start seeing what's going good out there rather than seeing what's bad happening. Okay? Financial opportunities are going to reveal themselves as soon as you stop worrying about what's going to happen in the future first. The second is worrying that if I do that, I will definitely fail. This is actually self-fulfilling prophecy. It's staying up in order to not to experience a nightmare. Okay? So, but what happens is eventually you lose control because our bodies are not meant to stay up 24/7, right? Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Surrender is the key here. I feel like some of you are going through spiritual enlightenment when it comes to seeing the financial opportunities. Maybe some of you are dealing with what happened in the past and also releasing that part of the story as well. So that will be maybe the thing that you're most fearful of has the massive blessing and opportunity behind it. And here the challenge can be maybe saying no to those that you know for a very long time. Embrace your inner child, new friends, or rekindle relationships, children or childhood. This can be someone from your childhood or maybe a family member that you're close to that you're having a hard time to say no. Instead of focusing on what you want to create, maybe you're always focusing on what's happening with them in their life, and that's worrying you. That's creating the challenge here. And maybe instead of investing your energy into the things you want to make it happen, they're stealing your energy. So being aware of that is first of all important. How should you manage your finances? With a lot of logic, analyzing, calculating. Okay, Queen of Michaels can be your logical side here. This can be also a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, someone very smart, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful lady. And she can also give you a good perspective how to manage that. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Okay, focus on what you want to create exactly here. That's what's suggesting. And finally, I have here, what will that bring in the long term? Okay, so you might have some sort of like a dissatisfaction of what you're creating, because Virgo, you are most of the time or perfectionist. Maybe if one single thing is missing, that can throw you off. So that's why you might have this experience of Four of Cups, okay? Looking for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. That's important. Maybe there is a blessing that you're experiencing already, but because you want to see perfection, you're not really seeing the blessed outcome. So walk away from that kind of feeling here when it comes to financials and materials. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, and you're going to be able to see things clearly when you walk away from the things that you don't serve you. And what's going to happen is this can be people, places, ideas, thoughts, beliefs about money. That is actually like, maybe you're feeling like, okay, no matter what I do, can never have enough. That's like the Four of Cups kind of energy. And this is suggesting you to walk away from that. When you do, Four of Wands come forward. Time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. You're going to be released from maybe some things that you committed yourself to that doesn't serve you anymore. We're going to get to your oracle now. This one is going to be about what you should focus on. How can you do that? Let's see. And then that will reveal eventually what blessings that will bring. We have love. Okay. You should focus on love. And how can you do that? By relaxing into what's coming your way, okay? Love, because this is money, career, finances, this is about doing what you love, okay? Open yourself to universal love. Put yourself out there. Maybe go on a date or rekindle the love within you, okay? This can be going on a date with yourself as well, loving yourself more, because the more you love yourself, the more you love your ideas, the better ideas starts to come to you, the better inspiration starts to come to you, which actually goes through relaxation for some of you. Relaxation can be taking a time out. Okay, final outcome, maybe Four of Raphaels, you taking too much of a long time out can feel frustrating for some of you, or maybe too much is not really too much for others, but for you, maybe it's too much. When you want to relax, you take a break, and then your mind tells you, don't take a break. You have a lot of things to do. Get up, do more. And if that's the sound speaking to you, this is basically telling you to that sound, I'm relaxing now because I love myself. And the outcome will be an acceptance. Acceptance, first of all, acceptance of yourself. Second of all is we tend to reject the help coming in time to time. Material help, physical help, spiritual help, God, the blessings, angels, they all bring help to us day to day, every single time. But maybe you are rejecting that because you want to take care of everything by yourself. Seems like here, when you're relaxed, focus on the love, you're going to be able to accept the blessings coming to you, okay? Let's see. I ask the best advice or guidance for my beautiful Virgos through unconditional now love. Thank you. We have the prison wave, self-sabotage, party consciousness. Okay, so this is the guidance, guys. Why do we have that? I'm going to pull one more. Ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. So you might feel stuck in a position, stuck in a situation now. Okay, when the prison wave arises in this realm as your ally, comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are in fact preventing you from highest good. You might believe that you are holding you're doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving into thoughts such as the following: I can't do this. I'm unworthy. I will fail, so I try. I don't deserve this. I am unlovable. There you go. In fact, you're locked in a prison of your own making. That's good news because it means you have the key to let yourself out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time in yourself, with yourself, addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. You can change them if you want to. You don't want to stay in prison, do you? Take inventory of your thoughts. Let yourself out of that situation. Spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sun shine in, guys. Again, non-action here also suggests that give yourself some time if you feel that kind of energy is coming to you. Maybe you're expanding, breaking the glass ceiling above you, and that can create some discomfort, and you're breaking through that. Ideas preserved, stay in those ideas that you have and try to eliminate the self-sabotage by recognizing it, and that will increase your situation. I don't know if you know about the glass ceiling term, but I feel some of you are breaking through that, breaking and rising higher. Let's get to your angelic assistance. What does your angel want you to know? And after that, we're going to jump into your affirmation and meditation. Take time to pamper yourself or let others take care of you. Well, this is very clear, guys. Some of you need to take some rest, mental rest, physical rest, or maybe like give yourself the time to chill, calm down a little bit, and appreciate what you have already created so far. This is your affirmation. I am awake. I'm aware. I flow like water. This requires you to be in the moment. Awareness like water is meant to flow easily without interruption. So when you feel like water and flow like water, basically, it is going to help you recognize the blessings showing up in your life, the opportunities, the offers, the connections, which will get you to where you really want to be when it comes to material success. Okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.